Hitting a target of having a 10K month in your business. I know this is a goal or intention for a lot of people, or even simply how to start making income in your business in general. Either way, this will hopefully answer a few of those burning desires. Angels, we're gonna have a little chat today around hitting a target of having a 10K month in your business. I know this is a goal or intention for a lot of people, or even simply how to start making income in your business in general. Either way, this will hopefully answer a few of those burning desires. Firstly, this one's going to sound really obvious, but you need to know your products and most likely have more than one. So for me personally, when I started, I had 3 different services that people could pick from, and I just kind of tried and tested them all. I tested how I felt about them mostly, if I enjoyed them, how other people were responding to them, and if they were getting much traction. And then you have to remember, again, this sounds so simple, but how to sell that product and to remember to sell it. It's so easy to be like, I have my thing now, but I haven't told anyone, or I haven't posted it anywhere. You know what I mean? So really obvious, but I want you to start with thinking about, okay, what is my product or service, and am I selling it? Am I sharing it anywhere? Am I telling anyone it exists? So this is super important. So what I did is I went back in my months of last year, and I worked out where I had my biggest months, and I had a look at what were the specific things I was doing in those months. So big one is, most of the months that I had big months, I was not hustling. I was working hard and I was working smart, but I wasn't like hustling, like working crazy hours or doing crazy things. I was working in a really aligned, inspired way that allowed me to take action, allowed me to put out energy, but also then allow the universe just to come to me, which was really beautiful. I have to say though, the biggest thing I did in that time, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a coach, was I got a good coach, someone I really resonated with, but someone who didn't just talk to me about business. Now this was really important for me because I want to be in business for the long term, not just a little bit. So I got someone who really understood, humans and their patterns and behaviors and relationships, and he was really able to clear out a lot of the noise in the background and get me back on track. And then sometimes we'd also end up talking about business. So that really helped for me, which is why I place such a big focus on business, but also our intuition and our mindset, because this is really what's going to set us apart in business. The other one is I started really leaning into following my own lead. So what does that mean? Instead of, again, I've said this before, looking for gurus or the specific ways to do things, just turning in and being like, how do I want to run this? What system do I want to follow? What is my intuition? What is my guidance? And that is even when it felt icky, or even when it kind of didn't make sense. Almost like especially when it didn't make sense, because they're the times you're taking these leaps of faith, and they're these times that I would do certain things and they would just work, essentially. And I failed forward. So the quicker we can make decisions means the quicker we can fail, the quicker we can learn. So quick decision making definitely helped me here. Then I branded myself, and this wasn't in like an icky kind of markety way, in a way that felt like all gross to me. It was in a way that just felt really good to me. How can I deliver so much value? I think it's Kerwin Ray talks about this a lot, that people are just asking me if they can book something or what is on offer. Because the thing is, when you're delivering value, epic value, customers, clients, money is just a byproduct of that. And that really stuck with me. And I think that goes nicely into too, I made it so much less, yes, the income goal was an intention in those months, but I wasn't attached to it. It was so much more about being of service and sharing what I love to share, like this stuff. It excites me, like genuinely. Also from a branding point of view, I focused a lot on word of mouth, which you can too. simply by, you know, maybe asking for testimonials, or maybe even creating a referral program, or simply just saying to people, if you like this, share with someone, and a newsletter list at that time. So one thing around branding and marketing is I focused on 3 at any given time. So any more than that, I know, like, you know, there's the rah-rah-rahs of the world, you know, sharing that, do it all, copy it everywhere. And I get that concept, I do, but it just didn't work for me. It felt really consuming. So I picked 3 and I understood those 3 quite deeply. And then I moved on to like picking the next marketing or branding kind of tool. And I kept them things I enjoy. Like, I enjoy making videos. Yes, I still find them kind of scary, but I enjoy it. I enjoy being on Instagram and showing up. You get the gist there. Then, have you implemented systems and structures? So the interesting thing here is treat your business as if it's already what you want it to be. So treat your business as you're already hitting that financial target. Obviously not while spending like crazy willy-nilly, but treating it as if it already is. Because there's so much power in that. And then vibrationally, which is most important anyway, you start acting as that, and you start receiving as that. And tracking your income, even if it's $20, even if it's a free session, like tracking that. So I started off tracking all of that just in Excel. And next, I feel like this goes without saying, but building a really good relationship with yourself, your inner self, having compassion for yourself and doing the inner work. I've talked about this so much. I'm not going to go into it too much in this video. I'm keeping it kind of more practical, but the inner work is everything. You'll be able to understand yourself more deeply, what is scaring you, what is keeping you stuck, so you can actually move forward. So super important. Also, another little thought for you under treating it like a real business is, you know, are you set up to pay tax? Have you set up an ABN? I got actually a client recently to get a post-it note and put it on her wall, literally just like a normal post-it note, and write, "This is my business," because we were trying to remind her that how can she really set herself up to be a business right now, to feel like this is not a hobby, but her business. So that's really important. The last one I'm going to share for today is go off and make yourself a high level planner. So this is saying you already have a business, right? So make yourself a high level plan, a timeline, a structure, an outline. Then start to understand the micro tasks from that. So maybe think of 20 micro tasks you need to do in all different areas. Then actually start looking at, how can I flow within this? I don't have to be so rigid and structured. It's good to have a high level plan, an overview, but then how do you actually come back to your own flow within that? Your own allowance. I have a plan, but week to week I'm feeling into it. Some weeks I need to rest more. Some weeks I need to do more. And knowing that within you, knowing that you can rest. So that's a few little tips. Let me know if one of them sticks or you try it and it works. And remember, take action, take action, take action. It can't move unless you move. So, you know, you might as well start putting yourself out there, see what happens, build relationships, build rapport. And remember, there is power in following up. So if you have some people out there you've started to build a relationship with, you know, don't nag them, but follow them up. It's okay to follow up and really come back to your heart and to your center. This takes courage and vulnerability. Put yourself out there. You've got this. Let me know how it goes. You got this.